Guys, what is up, and welcome to the Dragon Ball Super Card Game Celebrations celebration event.
Orlando, Florida.
And Lord, and beautiful, slightly dark, a little late.
Not cold.
Yeah, not cold is the key.
It's
Orlando, Florida.
Beautifully warm.
We have
Very
a special
humid.
guest with us casting this KTM final. We have Mr. George Machado to my left.
Who?
George Machado to my left.
Thought he died.
Where's Dende go? He died. Oh, here there is. Have an awesome match for you guys, and we cannot wait to cast this event. It's going to be one heck of a finals. We have Danny Height playing the KTM Dende Frieza list. And on the
Emphasis on KTM.
yeah,
Dende.
that is important because if you don't put that there, it's literally
just
not
a leader.
playable.
It's just a leader. And then it's just like I made a Dende list back in the day.
Yeah,
it was 50 infinite multiplication metacoolers.
Yes.
And a Dende. Leader.
Yeah, and that was the
So
complete.
I pioneered Dende.
You're right. Yeah, Mr. Blake, our mod in the chat, saying, "What up, George?
What's up, Nestor?
Thanks for coming to help, Blake."
Oh, that's Blake. Nestor. Why is it Nestor?
I don't know. Isn't
Why
that
are you
weird?
not just like
What is it? But is your
Blakeinator?
Is your online name Georgianator?
Yeah, I mean,
Georgianator
something with my name.
6969. On the right, we have Mr. Eon Hill playing Janemba. You might have heard of that leader. We've seen him a couple times today.
God, Janemba's just like that annoying deck that just won't ever go away, but it's just so good. Speaking of Janemba, I was watching that match with Dehan.
Yeah.
And that was insane.
It was insane. We were literally I said that literally that match took years off my life. I was in suspense the whole time.
I was at the edge of my seat, and I was watching from afar, kind of on the stage.
Yeah, all he needed to do was draw a Janemba.
Yeah.
That's simply all he needed to do.
This is an interesting matchup here because I think Danny's deck is actually really well positioned against Janemba. I think his deck is, and I could be completely wrong because I haven't played Dende, but from what I've seen, it seems like it should be weaker to Broly, but there was almost no Broly in Top Cut.
Yeah, there really wasn't. The Dende leader can do some really cool things against Broly. It can take Bardock's out of your hand and ping you for damage, which is pretty cool. Also, out of sideboard, Danny does run the what's it, Demegra combo card? I don't know what it's called, but the one where if you combo and if you have 3 or less energy and the thing that you're you can kill something that costs 30,000 or has 30,000 more power. Mm-hmm. It's like Dende or Demegra,
Heavenly Wizard.
Yeah, yeah. He has that in sideboard, so he'll look at your hand, take Victory Strike, and just combo and kill it and stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah, he actually has some pretty good tech against that deck.
I just feel like this deck has a lot of 3 drops, a lot of 4 drops. Granted, your 4 drops you cast for 2, but still, you're never casting that Frieza back to hell, for example.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like fast decks definitely give Dende a run for its money, but decks like Janemba here give you a bunch of time to set up, and I think if you give this Dende leader a lot of time, granted, it's a wish leader, right? So they effectively start with much less cards, right? I don't know the exact math. It's obviously not 46 because those Dragon Balls can also draw you into other cards. But it's really can go either way because Shenron leaders have access to that dangerous journey, Bulma.
Yeah, and Danny does run 3 main board.
Yeah.
Like he said, we just couldn't cut him. He's like, they're so pivotal in beating Janemba that he just couldn't cut him.
Of course. That card's insane. I mean,
it's
just a Cronoa with an upside, or any cantrip with an upside.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good against the Broly decks and stuff too, because you can shuffle your super combos back in the deck, which is kind of neat. Can help.
Insane.
Yeah.
And you can also effectively not go super down on cards when comboing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Eon probably has some experience versus deck. You would think. I think actually Eon was actually on this deck at one point. I think Eon Eon and Eric both were testing it and stuff. Deck takes a lot of practice. Like I said, there's something important to remember about Danny, and I hate to keep saying this, guys, but I think it's really important to talk about. Danny played this deck in Canada, did the team event, lost his first match in team event, and then proceeded to win out the event. His team didn't win, but he didn't lose. It was 4 wins. And then he played in the singles event and went undefeated. Played yesterday during the team event, went undefeated, and then played it today and is still undefeated. This guy has literally won like 16 games in a row or something, maybe more than that in a row without losing with this deck. Pretty crazy.
This deck is insane. And what's even crazier is that Danny is on the cusp of winning back-to-back major events.
Yeah, literally winning back-to-back celebrations.
Yeah, which is insane.
And I actually asked him, I was like, are you going to go to North Carolina? He's like, I wasn't going to, but if I win this event and get that travel voucher,
yeah,
he's like, I might. Yeah, it's like.
I mean, he's already in the money for the travel voucher, actually. So
absolutely,
he's going to be able to actually get a couple $100 off the additional prize support for sure between first and second. So that definitely doesn't hurt, right? Especially when you're trying to run the gauntlet, which I think Danny might consider doing if he wins here.
Right.
Which obviously has never been done before. We've never actually had 4 premier Dragon Ball Super events back to back. Well, actually 5 actually. Canada, Orlando, then Charlotte, Chicago, and San Jose or San Diego.
Yep.
California, let's call it.
Nitro Vortex, where's the health counters? The bottom left and bottom right is the life cams, so that's their life. So, for example,
this is a new era. This is the PPG era. We have transcended.
We are just constantly working on stuff. I already have a whole list of things I'm going to continue to work and improve the event. Right now, you guys are saying that the camera's flinching a little bit on Eon. That's just because I think the camera's literally overheating. We've been streaming for 8 hours, over 8 hours actually, almost 9. So
actually, probably more. It's just that at the beginning. Did we start streaming exactly at like 7 or 8?
No, we actually like the stream went down once.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, that's why I was like, there's no way it's 9 hours. Yeah, it's been definitely more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So Danny's at 6 life, and then Eon is at 8.
Exactly. Yeah. So however many number of life you see there is what they're at, life-wise.
The cool thing about this matchup is that like Janemba's milling Danny, but like that mill helps Danny get some, cards into play
for reanimation jutsu.
Right. Yeah. But then Eon also has like ways to warp out the Friezas, so he can't keep reoccurring them. Like it's just really cool. Yeah. Here's a really good tech card too, the surprise attack Frieza, which I'm actually blown away how good this card is. Like I did not expect this card to be as good as it is.
Yeah, all the pressure when a card can get cast for free. That's always a huge upside, especially in a game that's very resource heavy. Games like Magic, casting cards for free is usually just insane. And I think this card is almost like a pseudo Haru. I think Haru is like obviously much better. Granted, you're playing against a certain leader, but this actually doesn't require you to have a specific leader. This surprise attack Frieza actually does allow you to just play it for free. Have a critical pressuring body that's 1500 within the archetype of Frieza.
Right.
And it comes out just, I think if your opponent like KOs one of your cards or something like that. So not too shabby.
Yeah, it was a very strong turn by Danny for sure. Actually, this is a very similar turn that we saw Danny have against Daehan game 1, and he obviously performed very well.
Yeah, that Planetary Mega Frieza can really make Janemba feel uncomfortable really early, especially if you just take like one of their precious like minus 10Ks or like the childish heart Janembas, right? And then you just start attacking into them. Well, maybe the 1 plus 10Ks actually aren't too bad, too good of a target because they are 20K base, which is insane. But being able to take like super combos, when your opponent can't super combo, like taking a Kai or something like that is cool, pressuring it. But you'd be surprised. Like, Janemba doesn't always have, like, a million cards in hand. Sometimes they just need that card to cycle into another card and cycle into another card. So, taking that card, and then they want to find cards like the Childish Heart Janemba.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, too, is, like, there's a lot of things, like, that Danny has to disrupt the hand of Janemba. He has 1-stars. He has the clan of Terror. And he also has Demegra Secret Rare. Those cards can just rip Janemba's hand apart, and once that happens, it's really hard for them to defend. They do defend with a lot of battle cards at the beginning during game 1, and they usually sideboard into a lot more negates and things that it's a little bit harder for Danny to take out of the hand.
Looks like Danny with a time magic taking a life.
Yeah, this is again another great play by Danny. He's just trying to get down to the point where he can get some cards from his life, refill his hand a little bit, and more importantly, turn on his super combos if needed. So he's down to 5 life, and now his super combos are alive.
What's really great about this super combo is that it's 3. And a lot of people just
Mm-hmm.
think about, super combos and they're like, oh, I'm just going to play like the Whis or the Bears or whatever it is for the super combo. And then they don't notice the cost is actually something that's really like extremely important,
Yeah.
right? Not only is the clan or category of the clan, very important for the card because it being a Namekian can play to some, sort of synergy within the main deck, which I don't think Danny does play, but that is significant. But more significant is actually the cost of the card because he's already making the decision to main deck these Bomos, right?
Right.
So these Bomos actually help him replenish his super combos. And it's just something that's extremely powerful. And it's something that can... It's just subtle things, right? Subtle
little
deck
things.
choices. And when you look at decks, they look so similar sometimes. And sometimes like, oh, that looks like my build. But what really sets it apart is like that 1-2 different choices. And that's what separates somebody from actually, just building a deck to actually just like perfecting something and actually... making it perform at a high level like Danny has.
Right.
Danny's deck looks
Pretty thin.
non-existent.
Yeah, it looks pretty thin if I'm being honest.
Where are all his cards?
Yeah, got a lot of mills here, but I think Danny has a couple Bulmas in hand.
It's not looking good for Danny because Eon's still sitting at 8 life also. I mean, granted, Eon only has 2 cards in hand, which is fantastic, but Danny's got 2 cards in deck, so I think Danny's line of play has to be some iteration of Bulma or like Shenron bringing back Bulma
Mm-hmm.
and just, yeah, there's the Bulma. The Bulma essentially always puts back 2.
Yes, that's something I talked about last game where it's Bowman comes in, takes 3 cards
It
from your
buys you a
drop.
turn, yeah.
Right. Shuffles them into your deck, then you draw 1. So you're really only
Yeah.
getting 2 cards.
Yeah,
If
and
you-
then
if you-
Janemba attacks you in mills too, so
Right,
you're
right.
just like the
Right.
same place.
Right. Now, if you use Shinron to bring her back, you only net 1 card.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you
because
draw a card
off
off
the
Shinron. Right. Yeah. Which is really important.
Yeah, but that is the key strategy that Danny wants to do. The only problem is the Janemba deck has access to a very powerful card. The Demon Sword Janemba does so many things, right? It just can pressure your opponent's life with a critical, right?
Mhm.
You never want to take that. 2, it's in the Janemba name, so your deck really is significant at bringing it out, cheating it from the deck. And 3, it 3, it puts itself back into the deck, right? So you have access to it again. 4, it also removes a card, right? So it's really just like one of the most like that. I think that's the reason Janemba is just super powerful, right? Because of that battle card. Sure, the leader's good, but like being able to mill multiple cards a turn, not just 2, is what makes this deck very powerful. And having a huge body like that.
Something Danny said while he sat down in front of Eon for finals, he goes, I've had to beat 4 champions to get where I'm at right now. He said I had to beat
Jeez.
3 champions to get where I'm at right now. I have to beat a 4th to win.
Jeez.
He had to beat Daehan, who won the last event. Literally won the last Pro Play Tour event. Got second the one previous to that. Guy's insane.
That guy's insane.
Yeah, guy's literally insane. Had to beat Jonathan from PPG, who's a champion
Holy
himself.
cow, yeah.
Right? And then I don't forget, round 1 he had to play Russell Stelzer.
Wow,
So
he
he
had
had
to play
literally had to
Marshall,
play, literally had to play.
Danny's running the gauntlet. He does not have an easy task here. Playing a deck that many may not consider even meta.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ooh, that's a good hit for Danny. Hitting that Childish Heart literally saves him from the game here. If he didn't get that Childish Heart from his hand, he would be able to mill him out.
Yeah, he'll be able to go 4.
I didn't see the other card in Eon's hand though.
I mean, yeah. But he does have 1 card left in hand. Eon does. Interesting.
Oh no!
What?
This is actually going to make it so Danny probably loses. Actually, he attacked and got. got the power over scene time trunks out of his life. That was the hit. So he's on power over scene times. Get the child heart back. Play it.
Yeah.
Actually, he won't have the energy then, right?
No, it's 3.
Yeah, that's true. He'll have the energy to play it, but he won't have the energy to.
He can't awaken either. Yeah.
Right. So he can only. It takes 1 to use.
And he has his
Oh, is there just a demons or a? He can tackle leader combo this out of the play. Pay 1.
Interesting. Yep. Pretty good play from Eon. It's gonna get him those 2 mills that he needs, and Danny's gonna scoop it up here.
Yep. Game
Very
number
good.
1.
Yeah.
Go on the day.
Reality Bender. Janemba. Very, very powerful card. Oh man, I'm so disappointed in myself because I know this card and I read it and I knew it was good.
Ability Unleashed.
But I didn't do anything. Like
I know another card he'll run too. Probably is the Vegeta, right? Is that main board? Yeah.
Vegeta is striving to be the best.
That's the one that kills
gonna
barrier.
Be sick. Yeah,
Really good against Vegito.
That's sick actually. For 4 energy, he can kill anything in Eon's deck. Because he can
and
play Revival and then play.
Yeah, or just
Vegeta.
pays 2
That's
for free.
Just insane.
Yeah, but remember the Vegeta does only kills barrier.
Oh, only kills barrier.
Only kills barrier. So it's really good against Vegito, for example. If you're playing against somebody who's playing a barrier heavy deck, you can use Shinron to keep bringing it back too, which is
that's cool. Dende new to the job.
What is this? This Krillin is like unbelievable to me.
The Krillin, God, I'm so mad that I'm not bringing it up.
Take a look at it.
Oh, King Janemba but yellow. Oh my God, that's awesome then. Yeah, that card's insane. Jeez, that is good.
Is
he
that
has
card
some
insane?
pretty good card. Yeah, I mean it puts back. I believe puts back 2 just to the bottom of his deck, and then you draw 1. I think that's.
Right. So is that like good against
either 2 or 3?
Like what is that good? Like what matchups
against Janemba?
Why?
Oh no, sorry, Janemba. I'm sorry, King Janemba. Puts back from your opponent's yard. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
so it's actually good against. So it's actually good against General. I'm sorry.
Right.
I forgot what King Janemba did. I thought it did Bulma-ish type things, but no, it actually does it to like your opponent and puts it back. So yeah, definitely good against like the Shenron, Gogeta,
I'm actually
reanimation decks.
That's one card I'm interested to see why it's there. Because it doesn't seem like this. I mean, maybe this deck really struggles to get Shinron or something, but we haven't seen Shinron in a while. So.
Ooh, the one of Bad Ring Laser.
Is in life. That's actually a good place for it to be.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's awful.
What? I'd much rather be in life so it doesn't get milled.
No. Yeah, that does make sense, actually, when you think about it. I just can't afford to be wrong on stream.
Can't afford to think because it's freaking, 1 in the morning?
Yeah,
We've been here.
No big deal.
You've been here since 6, right? Or 5? Or
no big deal.
I don't think you ever left. You slept in the corner.
Yeah. Bandai had us out pretty late last night.
They did. They did have us out pretty late last night. Had a lot of fun with them. It was actually an amazing time with them.
It was so good.
Yeah. Yoshito, those guys are all just great people.
God, they're the best. Nimbus, Topo, Roshi, Chinzeno.
Eon taking some time. Danny is has to burst here.
I'm not a fan of this Saki Demon, and I'm not a fan of bursting either.
Yeah, Eon obviously performing extremely well. Eon, an amazing player. I don't want to take anything away from Eon, but I think Daehan is, in my opinion, the best Janemba player. Doesn't mean all the other Janemba players are bad. It just means it might be slightly worse.
Of
and
course.
I think we saw Daehan cutting them from his main board and moving them into the sideboard. And I think that's I like that much better.
I agree because it's just, look, the cards are not bad, right? But Janemba has counters, right? It doesn't have any hard counters, right? There's nothing like that you main deck. There's not a Cronoa to the deck, right? You just don't play a Cronoa and you just win against Shigesh decks. There's nothing like that, but the problem with Janemba is that you want to be controlling, right? You want to be able to have a lot of defenses and answers to what your opponent does, and that Saki Demon doesn't give you answers, right? It digs you for cards, but it's RNG, right? It's RNG at the end of the day. Sure, you could resolve it in a way that you buy enough time to resolve a Janemba, then play the Saki Demon, then get it back. That's the only non-RNG part about it, but otherwise, it's not something that is required in the deck. Obviously, it can make you, if you're really lucky, RNG, you hit the top 7 every time, and you can go into the Janemba easy and blah, 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 then sure, there's going to be some, especially in the mirror match. I think that's a mirror breaker, which is why Daehan probably has it in the sideboard. He didn't really expect too many Janemba mirrors, especially coming off Pro Play Tour Atlanta, which was the last premier event, there was, I think, 8 Janembas out of 130 players. So with that information, that's why I think, and I agree with you, I think Daehan is like one of the one of the top players. Definitely,
super consistent.
One of the top players in the world for sure. But 100% the best Janemba player that exists. Like,
I agree.
I saw that play against Danny where he's just like, I'm just gonna combo this 5K and take it. And Danny actually had the Demigra, and like he would have gotten punished super hard if he didn't drop that card. He had to get the sparking. I'm just like, what? This man is just next level. He has that insight, and he didn't even think about it. He was just like, just.
No, he actually did it. So he did it so fast. I thought he comboed out of it.
Yeah.
Like, and I looked, I was like, wait a second, he took his life. He's missing. He took it. All right, let's see what Eon's going to do here in response.
Yeah, well, the good thing about Demigra is by Eon milling it, it's actually not even a problem because we can get it back, right? We can get it back with that dangerous journey Bulma.
Right, and apparently there's 4 in the deck now, so it should be.
That's insane. That's so good. All right, so he's going to take the super combo. He's going to take the super combo out by attacking it, which is actually really good because Eon can't really super combo his super combo because he's not doesn't have the life, he's up on life. So if he had 4 less, he'd be able to defend that much easier, but unfortunately does it, and boom.
Oh, this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he wants to get that double strike dual attack in. I wonder if he gets that dual. He still gets that dual strike. Dual attack, right? Yeah. Okay, it's just on summon though. On summon, that Mega Frieza will get that dual attack. And it looks like he's going to go up to 20 here. 20 double strike.
Yep. And if you discard a card, you kill 2, rest, and then you get double strike.
Yeah. Well, he still gets double strike. No matter what. Even if he doesn't discard, he still gets double strike.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
That was the ruling.
I just meant like,
even though when you read the card, it seems like you need to, but you don't. So that's a great part. Interesting from Danny. He kept the Deadly Defender in. What I want to know is what he sided out.
Eon Hill down to 3. That's scary. That's scary, Mr. Hill.
And Dragon Radar getting back 2 Revival of the Emperor. He really wants to continue putting pressure here.
Yeah, it's really scary. I'm actually terrified for Eon now.
These Friezas are just like.
And Eon's remaining life is pretty good though. Pseudo super combo, negate,
Champa.
Yeah, the old Kai back there, but that's his last life, so I guess unless he switches pace
here. Well, depends, yeah. I like randomly just trying to take my life.
All right, we'll see what. Okay, so he's attacking the surprise attack. Frieza. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
that's a super combo. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah, if I was Eon, that's the first thing that I want to get off board. The supreme attack, surprise attack, Vegeta.
I think put some
you definitely don't want to put the Planetary in the grave, right? Because then you could revival it. Same thing with the Mega Frieza. So the surprise attack is 100 to play there. So good heads up play by Eon.
Yeah, you want to warp that Frieza if you can.
Yes, if you can. But he's going to need a Janemba to do so, and it looks like that's the play that he's going to go with now. He's using that attack to not only untap the energy, but also put pressure.
Does that have any Bulmas in hand?
Not that I see.
Ooh. That's
Danny using both super combos here. Danny seems to go through his deck really fast here. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe because of Dragon Balls. Yep, Danny's going to say goodbye to a large amount of his life here. Deck life.
Yeah. Deck life.
Deck life.
It's a different type of life.
The deck's life. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good point. I'm really upset that Whis didn't come out in Clash of Fates. Like Borgos, the Borgos Whis. Which is actually a starter deck exclusive for those of you who don't know. So that's going to be a really cool addition to all yellow decks. being able to have that Borgos-ish type effect where your opponent can't play, like, being on the offensive is really cool. Just having a card that you don't have to
He
just
does have a Bulma in hand, though. That's good.
Yeah.
If you can chain together a couple of Bulmas here.
What about Shenron, too? You can play Shenron.
Like I said, Shenron nets you one card.
Yeah, it's not as good, but at least you always have access to that Bulma, like, every single time. And then that extra draw can also try to dig you into another Bulma, right? So.
Right.
The problem is that Danny has so many cards that just drop a card here. So that's pretty unfortunate.
Draws a turn. What's he get? No one knows. Pass the turn. Probably put that Frieza. Yeah, there it is. In hand. The old Trunks Frieza. Not very good when you only have 2 cards in your deck.
No. Not very good. Yeah, so, they're making every starter deck exclusive card now foil and non-foil.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So if they would have started that, like, before, we would have had foil Unbreakable Sun Gokus, but that's never going to happen, I guess. No big deal.
It might not be that big of a deal.
Oh, it might come out in an event pack.
Danny needs to be able to use 2 Clan-Terrors here. It's imperative that he does. He has to kill a Demon Sword and a Power of a Scene Time Trunks. That's the only way he can get out of milling 4. So let's say Danny's just going to accept that he's
Super
milling.
combo.
He's milling 4 next turn.
Yeah. Oof.
Nation
That
choosing 3. Demegra.
For sure, Demigra.
The 7 drop.
And a Shenron. I'll probably put back the Shenron.
I'll tell you one thing I like in the sideboard of this deck that I feel like Danny's maybe missing is the Universe 7 Frieza. It's a lot harder to, like, go up to chain 2, but if you can get it to work against Janemba, shuts down their leader, shuts down, like, their Janembas.
Does that, don't you have to be like you have to be a yellow leader for that?
Yeah, just a yellow leader. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tough
Dende
to go up,
is
though.
yellow, right?
Yeah. It's a little tough to get up the chain, though, because you can't go straight to it. Like, you have to, like, play out a little bit. But
The heck? Oh, Danny's just separating all his
yeah,
3
I think that
costs
way
or higher.
he kind of knows what he wants to play. He must have multiple Bulmas. And he's just trying to figure out exactly how he wants to... Actually, yeah, you can see the Bulma right now on his hand here.
Oh, he's going to buy himself 2 turns here.
Yeah, 2 turns. I think you actually might have another Bulma if I'm being completely honest.
I don't know how much I like putting the...
Super combo back in?
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I don't...
I don't know how much I like that.
Draw the Demegra, maybe? Here we go. Demegra, maybe? Ooh, never know what it is. It was Demegra.
Yeah?
Unbelievable. He's on that almost every time.
This man is like on cue Demigra every single time.
Is there any reason for Danny not to attack? Like, they just try to wait on Demegra? Is there any reason to do that?
Daehan got 3rd place.
Sure. Not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising.
Not surprising at all. The man's insane.
Yeah, beating another champion in the first ever Pro Play Tour champion, Travis Washburn.
Every Pro Play Tour that we've
Congrats,
had, every one of them, Daehan has got either 1st, 2nd, or 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
No big.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably not very good. You're right, guys. There's probably somebody out there better than him that we don't know about. I would say you're probably right. He just doesn't come to events or, playing events. He's just too good for him.
He's unreal.
He can just beat Daehan anytime he wants, but he chooses not to. Not even reveal himself.
But Travis Washburn, big shout outs, man. This guy is a beast when he does show
Absolutely.
out. Absolutely. And he
every
like
time.
Never, yeah. I don't think he leaves the state of Florida. That's it. That's the main issue. Jesus.
Jimmy down the street. Carry the Daehan. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
God. Travis is just like a low-key savage in Orlando. Like, we got to stop having events in Orlando type thing.
You just you need to have him like slightly outside of like Florida. You're like right across the line, and he's like, I can't cross.
But yeah, Travis, very strong performance. 4th place. Shout out to everyone who was excelling this
Danny's
weekend.
down to 2, 4, 6. So if Eon can mill 3 times this turn. Actually, he's already attacked with leader, so if he can mill... Yeah, still the same amount, but without a leader. So he has to use like 3 Janembas. I don't think it's possible. No, wait, this is Danny's turn? Oh, freaking Bulma number 3. Wouldn't worry too much about it.
Nope. Just a regular thing, right? Thank you for stop putting super combos in your deck, Danny.
See what he draws here.
Who works Mondays anyway?
It's like what I guess there's not that much else he can draw though. Is the problem? Like if you put Shinrons in, they're essentially super combos. They still draw. I think he's already put everything in that doesn't draw.
I mean, it's a 5K though. Like you don't have to draw.
Oh, that's true.
The problem with the super combo, you have to draw. So like when you're stuck, like trying to defend or push or whatever, you're gonna have to draw. So I'm okay with having 1 left in deck, right? Because Janemba sometimes it mills you by 2, right? So you're always gonna have like an awkward number of cards left. So it works especially well when you're down to like 3 cards.
Makes sense, yeah.
Left, because then you can like go over to whatever, or you have 2 cards left in deck, right? So you go on the push turn, and you super combo down to 1, or if you're like on an awkward number like 3, use leader ability, draw a card, then super combo, go down to 1, and then you get maximum use. So. I tell you what Danny does need right now is that battering laser.
Looks like it's going to be the last card in his life, though. I mean, it depends on how Danny takes his life. I don't see any way that he takes it where it's not the last card in his deck. Unless he just finishes up the top, maybe, but...
It's very concerning because Eon has a lot of cards in hand, and Danny does not have many cards left in deck. So,
but Eon's only down to 1 life.
Yeah,
and Danny is almost assuredly going to play Demegra next turn, and it's very easy.
Eon's got to hit Danny. Danny's got to hit the battering, and then Danny's got to slap down on a Demegra backed by a battering, and I think that's the only way that I see him like taking this. Even though it's not even assured, because the ruling with Janemba and battering is, the Janemba player can play a negate, I can play my battering, and the Janemba player can respond. Yeah,
interesting that Danny chose to take that. I mean, to stop that attack. Maybe he's just afraid of dying. I guess if he takes it, then he gets out comboed at 19, then gets out comboed at 20. He could just lose.
Yeah, I think I would have taken that because not critical, and then maybe taking the Janemba if I had to take something, because
you want to be careful here. You want to get as many cards in your hand as you can.
Exactly. You want to see that life, and I don't think defend is the correct line here, but I don't know. Eon Hill might be onto something, and Danny might know it.
Okay, here's 19K. Yeah, I can't quite see Eon's hand.
But it is...
Oh, he has Kai for double strike, they're saying. I don't think Danny can take this either then. If that's the case, he can't take this either, and he's going to take a double critical strike probably. So even if he does hit battering...
How many cards in Danny's hand, sorry?
I don't know. He's non-existent for my...
We have 5 cards left in deck for Danny. And Eon's going to combo with a Trunks overseeing time, going up to 24.
What? Uh-oh, Danny takes that. I think this might just be game. No, Danny probably has time magic. We don't know though, because that doesn't look like.
He just got the time magic off the life.
Doesn't it look like Eon has an opponent? Like, where's Danny at? Where's his hands? What's going on? Let's take a look at the player cam.
He's just a ninja.
He's a ninja. Let's take a look at the player cam. And there's the
Boom.
time magic.
There's a time magic.
Takes a life and doesn't take the battering.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
No way.
I can't believe it.
Wow. No, Bender's not game, is it? What?
No, guys, he didn't use Kai. He got it negated. He can't use Kai if he's negated.
Yeah.
Danny happened pretty quickly here, so I feel like Danny has a plan. Let's see from Danny's side here and see what he decides to do. Charging the Dragon Radar.
I love this angle, by the way.
I know, isn't it awesome?
This is insane.
Yeah, what I really want, I'm gonna put
think about their plays.
this live cam here that way.
That'd be sick. And then this could be like hand cam or something.
That'd be their opponent's life here, so that way you can see if they take damage.
Yeah.
But both players are out 1, I believe, or 2 maybe.
Oh, Clan of Terror.
Okay, Danny's taking a look at the hand here. Danny's trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do.
He's reading the Unbreakable to see if when you play this card, you draw a card. Because actually one of the cells...
The problem here is that Eon has a bunch of cards that draw when they get comboed.
Mm-hmm.
So Danny can't take them with the Megra.
Yeah.
Or he'll kill himself.
Yeah. I saw that when he was playing against Daeon.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, he really can't just combo with any of
No,
his
I mean, he can take
opponent's
2.
cards.
He could, like, take 2 of them.
Yeah. Man. And he unfortunately loses, I believe, in this scenario. This is so bad because Eon has his time magic and actually now that I think about it, did Danny not charge? Or did he just go to 4 and just not charge?
They're both at 1. I think something Danny could do. He could ult with Piccolo.
Oh, what does that even do?
Plus
I
10,
don't even
plus
know.
10k to all the meching.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Go 25k on his Lunar Strike.
Okay.
And so what Danny will do here is he'll take as many cards out as he can.
Mm-hmm.
So he can only draw down the 1.
It's actually sick because he can take 3 cards here and still not die right here. Wow, no way. Hold on. No.
He can ult? What did he use? Oh, he did use Clan of Terror. I'm sorry, I didn't see that he used Clan of Terror. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, I was about to say. Holy cow.
Okay, yeah, sorry, guys.
Plus the Dragon Balls are in warp.
Oh.
Duh. Danny drawing 2, praying. No blue for leader.
Because Danny took all the blue out. No. So he can't negate with the leader. Yeah, but he can choose up to 4.
No. Did Danny take that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Wow.
These guys gotta stop playing like this. They're literally
insane.
They're literally ripping my heart out of the chest. Can they stop it?
I'm too tired to.
I can't. I can't. Like, it's 1 in the morning. I can't be watching this.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I'm getting heartburn.
It's probably not.
It just hurts.
Probably not healthy.
Oh my gosh!
Damn. All right. It all comes down to this final game. That was still close. I mean, regardless, like Danny resolved 3 Bomos, right? He had, he didn't have a terrible opener, right? He didn't have the best opener.
Oh, guys, I'm not hating on Canada. I'm just trolling, guys. Come on.
Yeah, no.
I like Canada, obviously.
Canada's fine. Hey.
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 We sound Australian. We don't sound Canadian at all. I don't think we even really sound Australian either, to be honest. Obviously, I love Canada. I love Danny. Come on, guys.
Yeah, Canada's the best.
You know better.
They're
You know
just so
better.
nice.
You know better what you're talking about.
Can't wait to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we're going to eat, but I think Richie's going to choose us a delicious place to go eat, and then we're going to go back to Richie's house.
I'm just gonna eat something in my dreams. I'm just gonna go to sleep. It's just like I'll go to somewhere, the best buffet ever in my dreams or something.
This is my boy right here. My boy David Fujimura gave me the foil bonds of friendship, Son Goku.
Oof.
Well, me and David Fujimura, we have bonds of friendship. You know what I mean?
How many times is Danny gonna life the battering? Watch, and now he's gonna get it in like.
In this scenario,
yeah, just like kill his opponent with it.
He also has 2 Bulmas in life, which is important to know. So that means he's guaranteed to at least get 2. Not, I guess I wouldn't say guaranteed, but
yeah, if
you know.
if he follows his regular pattern, which is not irregular, right? Because
Right.
we've seen people do like an irregular pattern, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's very hard to tell which one they're gonna get, which also makes it much more suspenseful. Wow, Eon's got the curve here, the 1 drop into 3 drop, and he's got to be feeling pretty hot here.
I don't know if I'm Eon. Demegra.
Man, 1-star ball is really good against Janemba.
It is. It's one thing I haven't seen Dan do in these matchups. And that's like,
Yeah, I haven't either.
you know, like 1-star, Dragon Radar, 1-star, Dragon Radar, and just like keep, because they can really, really rip a Janemba's hand
Which
apart.
can do, yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely can do.
Despite Eon with his strong opening, he has 3 cards in hand, right?
I actually think Danny might awaken here.
Awesome.
Do you think if Dragon Ball said choose up, like you discard this, like you use it, it says choose, like you can draw up to 1 card, would you not draw with it in this matchup?
Depends, like if I'm digging for Bomos or not.
You know what I mean? Like how important, like how significant is it that this leader bursts and draws 7 cards guaranteed,
Yeah.
and still is having cards in deck against Janemba?
Yeah, no, it's very hard. You gotta not miss a step. You gotta be able to see multiple and resolve multiple Bomos. There's a lot of things that need to go right, but with
Ooh, what do you take here?
with less cards in deck, you see more cards, right? Because those cards don't just go to the warp or something like that. Sure, they go to the drop maybe, but this deck sees a lot of cards. I mean, the Dragon Ball cycle for other things.
Okay, kills the Janemba. Dang, he does have Gyrator, though. He could do the old discard play here. Ooh, Eon charging the Trunks. He must have drawn a doozy. Coming in here, 19k into the surprise. I'm actually going to go over here and go to...
Yeah, I think if I'm Danny, I'd just go for that.
Yeah, Eon looking a little flustered here, but also deep in thought. He's so deep in thought, he's causing the camera to go in the Matrix. The camera's picking up his thought waves. It's actually so quiet right now. It's actually
so
weird. It's like, did
really
you hear that?
quiet
It was
in here.
super weird.
I don't think anybody's here anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's 1 in the morning. I'm surprised we're even still allowed to be here.
I'm surprised the convention center hasn't just charged us
I'm like,
another
hey,
day.
nerds, can you quit playing your little cardboard games and get out of here, please? It's 1 in the morning.
The convention center's just like staring at us. What the hell are you still doing here?
That's why these new headsets are sick, because we can just kind of whisper, and it still picks up.
It's sick. These things are sick.
Yeah, 1,000,002 radars is a little rough. It's so quiet. What? Can someone just start running around or something? Yeah, this game is a little rough on Eon here.
Yeah, it's getting really out of control, and if he doesn't... I mean, Demon Sword is really going to help here, I think.
You know what? It's so weird. Is 1-star better than just playing Frieza? Right? You play Frieza, you get a card out of their hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't draw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like 1-star better. But the thing is with the Frieza is, like, sure, it's got the ability, but the 20k double strike is going to really help.
Okay, I think if I'm Danny, I think I use 1-star next turn, and then hope to get Shinron.
Because look,
And
this play made Eon, think. Like, he doesn't know what to kill here.
Right.
Because otherwise he'd just easily kill the threat, then Danny has no hand, has on board. But how many cards does Eon have in hand? 2?
Right, because he can't keep getting critted.
Yeah.
But he can't let a card get out of his hand.
Exactly.
Right.
But now Danny has to play.
Right.
He has 1-star, crit. Like, he has to take it.
Yeah, 1-star, crit.
Danny's literally has this. It's over. Yep.
Is it going to be 1-star or is it going to be the
Goodbye. Yep. Double 1-star. Discard both his cards.
Danny's definitely taking
Surprise attack. Over.
You pretty good at this game, or you ever played this game before? Calling it, jeez. Draws.
I think Eon might be done for here. That's what I call a surprise attack.
That was a surprise attack. He's just scooping? No, okay. That handshake threw me off right now. I was like, what?
He was like giving him props for the play.
That's honor amongst teammates right there.
Yeah.
It's really dusty. Yeah, this is how dusty the dark's gonna be, guys. We're just gonna whisper.
Okay.
We're just gonna whisper into the camera.
Let's check his life. Oof.
I don't know what that means, but oof.
6 in life left for Eon. He's by no
Eon's
means
but
out of
look,
this,
Eon's
but
not gonna just.
he can't just awaken out of nowhere, right? Ooh. Oh, look at his face.
He's trying to draw.
No, his face looked surprised. Looked like he drew something good. He's thinking.
I feel like if Danny can get a Shinron, this game is over, right? Right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, how does Eon come back from that?
But, like, it keeps surprising me how many cards, like, are in Danny's actual life. And there's, like, 4 or 5. There's 5.
Is Danny only at 4 life? I mean, 4 cards in his deck? 1, 2, 3. Is that only 5? Does Danny only have 5 cards in his deck? What's happening? Guys, it's so quiet. It's unbelievable. We're trying to whisper. We're trying not to give away anything.
Yeah. And the good thing is...
Feels like I could be stabbed at any second by, an intruder.
An assassin.
Oh, I see. He was stabbing me. He was fake stabbing me. I thought he was like, he saw something. Does Danny only have 5 cards in his deck?
Yeah, I mean, he did have 5. I think he has 4 now. Because he drew for turn.
What is happening?
And he's charging.
So, yeah. Bulma.
Oh, another Bulma. Well, that's his first Bulma.
Shinron super combo.
I've seen this card like so many times.
You hate this super combo. I'm surprised.
I hate him putting back the super combo. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask him about that. See if he draws the standard Danny Demegra off of the Bulma. It's happened literally almost every time. I mean, it's not a lie.
You're going to have to call Judge.
3, 2, 1. Demegra coming in. Yeah. Eon shuffling it. Knows better.
Shuffling the 5-card deck.
Mm-hmm. And here's the Demegra.
Oh
He tapped it once.
He tapped it. What a savage.
I think did he summon it? What do you get? Show us, Danny.
He shoveled his hand. God damn it.
Eon's had 2 cards this entire game. Why does Janemba draw 2? That's the other thing. Why does Janemba draw on the front? That's pretty good. Yes, you're watching. Danny steps up to steps up to the green.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I like it. That does prevent.
Does Danny have surprise attack here?
It's so quiet.
Surprise. What I'm thinking is Danny have surprise attack. No, he would have already played it by now. He would not be looking at his drop area if he had a surprise attack in hand. His Bulmas are in life, and I don't think he has a way to get them out of his life.
No. Really? Oh, okay. He can get 2 targets, so he can get that and like the 1-star.
I don't think he can 1-star.
How do you get the 1-star?
It's only a Trunks, right?
Why wouldn't he 1-star here?
Because he can't afford to keep drawing cards.
I forgot what Eon's last card was.
Okay, Dan's actually attacking Eon here. Eon takes him. That's a demon sword. We know that's a demon sword. He just drew him into another demon sword.
That's pretty unfortunate. Eon's going to be able to get out of the pressure. Yeah. Eon's going to be able to get out of the pressure. What is Dende doing?
I didn't even see her back there, actually, to be honest with you.
Just a stupid blue thing around her neck.
Those things are comfy, to be honest with you.
She's like, I want to go home.
Danny must have drawn the Mega, right? Did he draw the Mega? Did that happen?
I wouldn't be surprised, because he like shuffled his hand after he got it. I mean, after he drew. I don't see a Demigra in his hand. No, I do not. I see a bad ring. Yep. Has to take the pressure off board. Mill another 2. What is that in deck? Is that 3?
He has another Bowman hand? Is that what that is? Oh, that's a good card. That's a good decent card.
He has 2 cards.
Danny has to win this turn?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is looking pretty unlikely. Oh, Danny got a Bulma. Got hit. He lost his Bulma from the crit.
Oh, you took the crit?
I literally heard Danny sigh.
Yeah, I know.
That's how quiet it is. Yeah. What in the world was happening?
I heard him from over here. What is that? Is that Shenron?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Shenron.
The defender.
Super
Shenron.
combo. Deadly defender.
So this looks like Bulma coming down.
Pay 1. Put it back. Draw 1.
Danny the Mayor wins him the game, though.
Yeah, Demigra is one of those 2 cards. Did Danny have any more super combos in his grave? No. Right? Oh my god, it's Shenron. Well, Shenron's not the worst, I guess, right?
How many does Danny have left in deck? There's a 5. Doesn't matter. Looks 4 like or 5, it's the same thing.
Looks like it's 4.
What Danny has to figure out here, though, is if he Shenrons and chooses Bulma.
Yeah, then he draws 2, puts back 3.
Yeah. Then he'll draw 1, puts back 3, draws 1.
Yeah, so draw 2, put back 3.
Yeah.
3, right?
Yeah, you net 1 card back.
Yeah, no, 1 card, yeah. Back in the deck. Oh, God. Ooh, thinking about it. And he puts it in the yard. Looks like a pretty dead set. He's using that Piccolo free wish here to bring out that surprise attack.
Eon taking a chance to see if it says green Frieza. I would guarantee.
What the heck happened with the light? Oh, I think the light's turned on.
Oh, yeah, they must have turned the lights back on. Yeah.
How dare they?
It's like they probably think we've left hours ago.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just like cut the lights.
Oh, Danny Dagan with this. What is he trying? Does he have? What is he trying to knock at the? Oh, I see what he's doing. Trying to get this back in his hand. Okay. Right now, Eon not drawing into anything though. The problem is here. Yet again with Danny, is if Danny. No, there's sound, guys. It's just so...
No, yeah, there's sound. Yeah, it's literally... You can hear a pin drop here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. This is a huge convention center. We can be on the other side of it, and they'll probably hear us. There's not one person in here.
Danny cannot attack. If Danny does not attack in the Eon, Danny might have this, but it's very, very close, guys.
Yeah, yeah. 4 cards left in deck is just insane.
Yeah, Eon will have 2 chances to draw. He'll draw off of Janemba and draw off the turn.
Yeah.
If any of those draws is a Janemba, he loses.
Correct.
Right.
Can Danny dodge the bullet?
If he dodges the bullet, I think that there's a huge chance Danny can win, though.
Correct. Can Eon find it?
Yeah, guys, you guys have no idea. And there's like not a whole lot of people, but there's like a number of people. Like, you know what I mean? There's like maybe 12 people here.
12?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Including staff, yeah.
All right. It's like no one's talking.
Yeah. I think it's just like his brother and like David.
Okay, Danny's attacking with us. 15K. He took it and passed his turn.
Oh my god.
The problem is
he didn't get the Janemba.
He attacked him into a Saki demon, though.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't the Janemba.
Yeah. It just gives him a chance.
He's just, oh my god, he's going to charge the 5, so it's really likely that he hits it. He's going to just, I think he's just praying right now. Yeah. Look at him. The tensions are high, guys. It rides on this. And I think he's deciding at top 7 or look at bottom. Oh my god, yes, he has it. Yep. Yeah, it was still at the bottom. Oh, that's just so unfortunate.
Good game.
Eon, the winner. Janemba. Can it be stopped?
Good job.
Can Janemba be stopped? Very magnificent run by both of these.
Absolutely, great job.
So good.
By both players played, a flawless game. Right?
Yeah.
I'd see no play mistakes.